Welcome to Cal's Cinema. This is Klaus. With Christmas firmly upon us, it's time for our second and final festive themed review. And what better way to end it than with a proper family animation that tugs at our heartstrings. I'm talking of course about Klaus, the 2019 Netflix release, which gave a new and ingenious take on the origin of Santa Claus by way of a story about an immature and selfish trainee postman sent to station an office in a remote part of 19th century Norway. This video will explore how successfully Klaus adapts the story of Santa Claus, as well as giving the film, as always, a score out of 10. On a side note, I'd like to thank everyone who has subscribed to my new little channel in the past couple of months. We've recently passed the 100 subscriber mark, and it was as great a present as I could hope for this year. If you'd like to join us, hit that button to be notified of more movies for the rest of this year and going into 2025. In a sea of Hallmark movies, Christmas specials, and A Christmas Carol adaptations, see my previous video for one of those, it can be difficult to find a new hidden gem for Christmas time, and you'd be forgiven for overlooking one released by a streaming service to find one, given how some of that recent output has been received. But if you go back to just 5 years ago, Netflix released their first original animated film, Klaus, a movie produced by writer-director Sergio Pablos's The Spa Studios. Spa? S-P-A? Anyway, the movie was made over a span of 2 years using the traditional hand-drawn technique while adding a new method for lighting 2D characters from another company, Le Film du Poisson Rouge, pardon my French, that would normally only be seen in the more usual 3D animation that is popular today. Technical stuff aside, the film looks gorgeous and is so detailed and fluid that I was surprised to find out that it was in fact hand-drawn.
Yep. Oh look, it can laugh. Mystery solved.
The film follows Jesper, a spoilt man-child and son of the Royal Postmaster General of Norway, who, after purposely flunking out of the Postman Training Academy, is sent by his father to a remote outpost called Smeerensberg, as not only a punishment but also with the hope that Jesper can finally grow up and do something with his previously pampered life. Jesper is tasked with establishing a functional post office and posting no less than a whopping 6,000 letters in a year to avoid being completely cut off from his family's wealth. Jesper soon finds out that this will be no easy task, as seemingly almost the entire population of Smeerensberg is involved in a feud between two warring clans, the Ellingboes and the Crumbs. It's a setup to a Santa Claus film that is so far removed from anything that comes before it that it instantly gets you invested in the story. And with Jesper's entitled and sarcastic outlook on his newfound down-and-out status in life, reminiscent of Cusco from The Emperor's New Groove, the self-centered postman's run-ins with the people of Smeerensberg provide enough laughs until he finally meets the big guy with the beard.
I hate it here. It's so cold and icky, and the people are mean to me, and I miss my silk sheet. Shut up! Stop being weak. Focus!
Jesper could be thought of as a difficult role to play, especially as a voice role, with the character evolving from a brat to a caring and matured member of the Smeerensberg community. But with fantastic Mr. Fox's Ash, Jason Schwartzman in the role, the performance is compelling from start to finish. As Klaus, the role needs someone or someone's voice with the presence to fill those big shoes, and there aren't many better than Invincible's Omni-Man, or Nolan if you prefer, J.K. Simmons. It's just a good thing that Klaus teaches Jesper to carve wood in this film and not play drums.
Now, are you a rusher, or are you a dragger, or are you going to be on my fucking time?
Backing up the two leads, the rest of the cast mainly consists of the other residents of Smeerensberg. We have the office's Karen, Rashida Jones as Teacher Alva, Toy Story 2's Jessie, Joan Cusack as Tammy Crumb. The director himself, Sergio Pablos, provides the voices for Olaf and Pumpkin, and we have two drop-dead gorgeous stars in Hanks Will Sasso as Askill Ellingboe and Lester Lehman's Sam McMurray as Jesper's father, the Postmaster General.
Beautiful as a whore's ass today, huh, boys?
I was also pleasantly surprised to immediately pick out the unmistakable voice of the old lump of coal himself, the star of Dirty Work, the late great Norm MacDonald as Mogans, the ferryman who enjoys mocking Jesper.
Man, I hate you.
I know. So, where is the mail anyway? Where do you keep it, in a different room now or something?
Before we get into the story of Jesper and Klaus, if you've not seen the film, to avoid any spoilers, this is the perfect time of the year to stream it, and then of course come back to this review and see if your viewing experience matches up to mine. Till then,
So, please come back when you have one. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
it doesn't take long for Jesper and Klaus to start to work together to bring toys to the children of Smeerensberg, and in doing so, the film crafts a humorous and very convincing origin story for who we would now call Santa Claus. From Jesper filling stockings with small toys to avoid being attacked by dogs, to Klaus's reindeer running their busted cart off a slope to make it look like they're flying through the night sky, everything is logically presented as how a child would interpret the film events and form an idea of a supernatural toymaker. The fact that Jesper would be left out of the legend is no great surprise given how he is only seen as a postman by the local kids. The film is further given heart by Klaus's revelation of never having children of his own with his wife, who he has since lost and is now living an isolated life. Until Jesper shows up, that is. Jesper's own development from his selfish scheme to get out of Smeerensberg to his eventual redemption, as well as Alva's newfound purpose in teaching, and the fight against the tradition of the clan war between the Ellingbows and Crumbs, all add extra dimensions beyond the limited plot of delivering presents to kids, although those scenes also nail the feel-good factor in the film. Near the end of the film, Klaus and Jesper have outsmarted the mob, trying to prevent them from performing their one good deed. And as the children of Smeerensberg wake up to find toys under their trees, they are eventually forever changed for the better. Klaus and Jesper's operation expands further, time marches on, and eventually Santa Claus dies.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
But not really, of course. It's just the mortal body, if you like, of Klaus that passes, cleverly done technically off screen, thankfully. And it's nice in a way because he finally gets to be with his wife again, who is throughout the film hinted to be the unseen force nudging Klaus to work with Jesper and bring joy to the kids of Smeerensberg. Then, finally, in the perfect feel-good ending, just before the credits, both the legend of Santa Claus and Jesper and Klaus's friendship are cemented with the big reveal that once a year, every Christmas Eve night, Jesper gets to meet his old friend once again.
I felt like I'd just gotten, my world rocked. It's like, are you crying? What's that? Are you crying? Am I crying? No, I'm not crying. You're crying. It's okay to cry. People cry.
So, what's the verdict on Klaus? Well, with its beautiful look of hand-drawn animation, an entirely original story, and a talented voice cast, it's not hard to see why Klaus was greeted with a rave reviews on release. Its touching story of friendship, self-sacrifice, and basic human kindness rekindles the Christmas cheer in even the most jaded of holiday movie viewers. At a time of year when not everyone can afford to be as cheery as we're led to believe we all should be, watching Klaus is sure to resonate enough to put even a small smile on the faces of those who just aren't feeling it yet, myself included. Klaus is one of the best Christmas movies of all time. Yes, I said it. And it gets a 9.2 out of 10. So, what did you think? Does hand-drawn animation like that used in Klaus do it for you at Christmas? Or are you more a fan of live-action festive feels? You can let me know in the comments, subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to come back to Cal's Cinema. And I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.